Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a special event for you. We're going to finish off tier 9 once more. We're going to show you just the final fight here against Odin. We're going to use Dragon Man, someone I haven't used all week. So we're going to finish off this fight, tier 9. We're going to open up the rewards for tier 10, or apparently it's not called tier 10, it's called God tier. And we are going to be doing that tier with several different fighters. We're going to bring in several different champs, test them out. So at the end of this video, you guys are going to decide, or you guys are going to know for sure which champs are most effective against the MANGOG boss. So tier 10 is apparently, or the God tier is what they're calling it, is apparently one fight. And it's not the entire gauntlet where you have 5 or 6 fights. It's one fight against MANGOG. And he's pretty tough, but he's strong. He has some nice effects on the nodes. Nothing too much to worry about, so don't get worried about it. I'm sure everyone with a 4-star rank 5 or a 4-star fully ranked up or 5-star could take these guys down. So it is not going to be too much of a problem. We're just going to test about 5 or 10 different champions at the end to see who is most effective. And hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. So Odin is almost out. So we Dragon Man. This is a rank this is a rank 1 Dragon Man, 6-star unawakened. And he got the job done because we've been playing Odin all week long. So we finally get the rewards. Let's take a look at it. You're gonna see we stepped into the arena. We got the 450 T5 basic, and that's the next thing. It's pretty good rewards for these for this arena. So let's see. We got 107 of the caskets. So we're gonna use 100 of that 107 right now. And we are going to get into the caskets, and of course you can see we're going to level it up to God tier. We have a 5-star awakened gem, and I'm hoping for Cosmic Ghost Rider for sure because I want him awakened. We are going to go into the gameplay now. So we purchased the casket. So we have the rewards. We are going to open the rewards after we test the new arena. Let's see what a tier 10 looks like. As you can see, I'm totally shocked to see that Odin's Gauntlet God tier, not tier 9 or not tier 10, but it's God tier. And we have some re-entries, and quest entries are limited for this event. Now it says 7 entries, and entries reset in 24 hours. So I don't know if it's 1 entry every 24 hours and it resets. But it allowed me to go in several times, as you would see. So we're going to go in for the first time and see what this is all about. This is a very first look at this event. I have not attempted it before. And again, the potential rewards are going to be more caskets, I believe. So I don't know how it is actually going to work, but we're going to see. And Odin's Gauntlet tier 9 is now closed. Because we need a feather to enter that, and we're going to get a next feather tomorrow. So I'm assuming we're going to get a feather, and we're going to get re-entry into this event. As you can see, it's one boss, and it is going to be MANGOG, so you know. So what you need, I tried several different champions for sure. Science champions are definitely the way to go for this one. So let's just clear out these guys, and let's set up a 5 roster team that we could rotate and bring into the gameplay. And we're going to bring in, let's just mix it up here and see who is effective against this guy. And I don't think we need we don't need that mutant. We know he's going to do a lot of damage over time. Let's try maybe Void or Captain America for this one. Let's try Human Torch. How's that? So we're going to bring in Torch for to this fight and test them out, test out all of these champions. Again, this is just practice gameplay. This is just to see what works best. So tomorrow when we go into the event, or the next day, or for the next 7 days, 7 entries. But it says resets in 24 hours, but it allows us to go in several times tonight. So that is different. So this guy has aggressive fury, fight to fight every 12 seconds. The defender gains an unstoppable buff for 4 seconds. If the attacker is away from the defender when it triggers, the attacker gains the unstoppable. So we got to look for the top right corner for that unstoppable timer. As soon as that timer is about to expire, we are going to back off and we are going to get the unstoppable, and that is what we want. And I'll demonstrate that on the gameplay as well. So let's see. Can't stop, won't stop. The duration of the attacker's unstoppable effects are increased by 100%. All right, so we don't have to worry about that. All we have to worry about is this attack, this timer, which is pretty simple. So let's set up Human Torch to go into the fight. MANGOG, as you can see, 36,480. And as you can see right now, he has that timer, unstoppable timer, the second icon to the right. It's about to expire. And as you can see, we backed off and we got the unstoppable instead. And again, we're going to fire that SP. And here we go. So Human Torch is very effective against this guy. So I have no problems using Human Torch. We're going to push him to SP3 anyway, see how devastating his SP3 is. And he's going to fire it off, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be dead, so do not push this guy to SP3. And in the other fights that I tested, he really didn't go to SP3. He pretty much fires off the SP1 and SP2 at will. So let's see what we really want to bait out his SP1 though. His SP2 is a little bit more tricky. Anyway, let's bring in Dr. Doom. He should be able to power drain this guy some. Okay, so we can take hits from this guy. We're gonna shock him. He's taking some damage. Is he taking some damage? No, he's not taking damage, I don't think. So we backed off, we got the unstoppable. We're gonna apply the shock again. Nice thing with Dr. Doom, we have that, okay, we did not back off. He got the unstoppable because he was in attack mode. So just to watch it on time, your SPs especially, because you don't want to fire off an SP that brings you closer to him when that is about to expire. And then you're gonna get wrecked, as demonstrated in the video. So we want to time your SPs to make sure that an SP that pushes him back is pretty good, but an SP that is going to bring you closer to him, you do not want to fire it until that timer expires and you have the unstoppable on you. Captain Marvel should be able to absorb some stuff. She has class advantage and disadvantage, sorry. So we got clipped by the last hit. I haven't played against MANGOG too many times, so we're still getting used to his SP1 and 2. And that last hit, pretty devastating. So I will not use cosmic champions. I'm not saying they're not going to be effective or they're not going to work, but we're looking for fighters that actually do a lot of damage fast and gets rid of this guy, so we don't have to waste time fighting one champion. Nick Fury, the guy is immune to bleed, so it's completely useless against this guy unless you want to bring him down. And I'm going to take some hits here, see how the real Nick Fury fares against him. So we're in a real Nick Fury. He has 2 bars of power. I'm trying to bait it out. And we hold in block. He fires off the SP2. And as you can see, the shield, nothing, hold in block is ineffective against him. So you do not want to do that. Let's try Silver Surfer, Armor Break. He is immune to Armor Break and Shatter, so he's not going to be effective against him either. Let's see, we'll try to fire up an SP1 here. Again, he is immune to all of this stuff. And again, that SP2 Odin block, and that is a 5-star awakened, fully ranked up, level 200 silver surfer, and he's instantly wrecked. I'm gonna use 1 revive in this just to bring in my most effective champion in this, the only science champion I bought in. I just like to test the different champions. Who would I like to test again? You're gonna see the next 5 champions I bring in here. We're gonna bring in Human Torch. We're not even going to use his pre-flight abilities. I believe we used it up already. And we're just gonna take him down and finish off this fight with Human Torch. And then we're gonna try 5 different champions. So you'd get an idea of which 5 to bring in, because not everyone has fully ranked up champions. You might need a full roster of 5. If you have a fully ranked up Human Torch, you'll do it. You'll pretty easily solo this fight, and I'm going to show you which other champions could solo the fights against him as well. But if you have weaker champions, you may need to bring in 5 different champions and get it done with 5 champions anyway. So for the weaker players, the weaker members, you would at least see which 5 are the most effective to bring in. And I'm saying right now, it looks like all science champions is the way to go. But Human Torch definitely gonna get the job done over time. And he's done and dusted. Now let's look at the rewards. So I don't know if these rewards are going to be tonight alone or every 7 days, but we're gonna but for the next 7 days I should say. But pretty good, 4,500 T5. We got a T6, 5-star tier 5, and we get 2% of a tier 5 class catalyst, which is pretty good because that is very, very difficult to get. That is the only thing that I'm waiting on. I've been waiting on it forever to get rank 3 6-star. So we got the God tier. Let's go and activate it in the video. Again, you can see we still have entry. It's not locked. So I don't know if that's a glitch or if it's just an entry on the timer resets. So we're gonna go with I don't even remember which one this was. Okay, God tier, that's the one we want for finishing level 10. So we enable did we enable the right one? Let's see. No, God tier, there you go. Okay, cool. Let's go back and get 5 more champions and see what is actually going to be happening. Okay, so we got that activated. We are going to now go back into Odin's Gauntlet. Why not? Again, it's allowing us to go in. I don't know if it's going to stack these rewards or if it's not going to give us a reward. But I'm going to do this at least 1 or 2 more times and see if it actually adds up. So let's try Ghost Rider. I like trying Cosmic Ghost Rider against everybody these days because he's such a fun champion to play with. We're going to bring in the rest in Science Champion. So we know we're going to take this guy out. We're not going to be using revives anymore. We just want to burn through these champions. And we're going to keep Human Torch for last. Again, can't stop, won't stop. And it's fight to fight. That's what you got to be looking at, the unstoppable buff. Let's just bring in some Cosmic Ghost Rider for some fun gameplay. We have Vigilance going. We want the power gain next. We got the power gain. Fire up the SP2. And again, this guy is everything. He is just immune to all of that power breaks and all that stuff, armor breaks. We're gonna fire up on SP1 again. Again, incinerate, but he is immune to the armor breaks. So the incinerate on SP1 works pretty good. Let's test that again. Yep, so the incinerates are working. But once you push this guy to SP2 and he fires off his SP2, you're pretty much dead. Unless you could withstand it. Let's see if Cosmic Ghost Rider could hold up against him. Now we could fire up the SP2, but we want to push it to SP3. But again, he fired off the SP2 and we weren't able to test the SP3 against him, which I would think would be ineffective again. So not really a champ that you want to be playing around with against this MANGOG. Now Thing is a science champion. He does have the class advantage. We have that protection once we fire off that heavy on the timer, so we take less damage. We have that unstoppable going. We could pretty much wear this guy down with Thing. Should we go all the way with him, or should we just tap out and test the next champion? We'll see. Or maybe we just change it around on the next one, on the next rotation. So Thing is actually able to withstand his SP2 with no problem. And I believe it's because of his high energy resistance with because of his rock stacks. Now we want to get into 20 rock stacks, 5 the SP3. We're gonna go unstoppable now. And here's where he's gonna do some damage to MANGOG. Okay, now we're gonna just run into him and do some damage. We are unblockable and unstoppable because we finished off that SP3 while we had 20 rock stacks. Okay, and with all of that, he's still at 43%, but look at that, the protection is what's saving us for that SP2. So I would say bait out the SP1 as much as possible. We want to back off on the timer. We have the unstoppable again. Protection on that last hit. So Incinerate works great with this guy. So anybody with Incinerate works great. So I'm thinking, who does some good incinerating? Yeah. Massacre does it, or Massacre, however you want to say it. He has some good incinerates. And we also have, of course, the next Cosmic Champion. What is his name? Hyperion. There you go. Now, I don't know if I got a next 45, but we should have tested it. But I was so excited to just get this gameplay done over and over to test it. I should have gone into the resources, my inventory, and see actually how much I started off with. I completely forgot. But I'm sure we'll figure that out by tomorrow. Because this timer has not reset, or it hasn't blocked me, but it's still saying 7 entries. So it should have gone on to 6 and then 5, but it's still saying 7. That might be a glitch in the game. You know, Kabam these days, tons of glitches. So we're gonna go into Human Torch. If it is a glitch, that's fine. We're actually having some good gameplay here to test it. I'm gonna test Void. Void should be an absolute killer in this gameplay. Okay, so we gotta watch the timer now. This is what I was talking about. We're gonna fire the SP. We are away from him, so Void is pretty good because his first SP1 pushes the opponent away. So when the timer gets close, we can use SP1 all day long with him. Void is able to hold block on his SP2, and this is it. He's attacking into me, so he got the unstoppable instead. So once he's attacking into you, you really need to be backed off away from him. Like the timer is about to expire again. But he went unstoppable, so SP1 is absolutely useless because he instantly holds block. So Void will be able to get the job done as well because he's doing some damage, but you really have to stay away from him and watch that timer. But Void definitely is Fear the Void, and his, there you go, will actually take this guy down tick by tick. And we have the unstoppable here. I do not want to push him to SP3, but I just pushed him anyway because we want to bring in the other champions to test out. We know he's going to finish us off. And there you go. Yep. So definitely with Void, you want to back off before you hit that SP1 1, or if he's close to you, attacking into you. Captain America should be getting that kinetic charges, should make easy work of this guy as well. He has a petrify on already. So he's doing some damage, not a whole lot of damage. This MANGOG is pretty tough. So the only guy that melts him a raid really fast right now, I would say, in my opinion, is Human Torch. He really does a ton of damage over time on this guy. I want to back off, but I didn't back off on time. I ran into him, hold and block, and he's clipped with that last heavy hit. So you don't want to get clipped with his heavies as well. And surprisingly, this is a guy that could stay on the roster. Punisher 2099 is an absolute beast with this guy. Here you go. I want to push him to SP2. I want to push it to SP2. The nice thing with Punisher 2099, he has that power control. Fire that SP2. Tons of damage. We don't have the armor break at the end, but that's okay. So we know we could keep Punisher 2099. If that's the champ you have, that's the one you keep on the roster, because he is going to take this guy out with no problem. Time to rotate out of it. Let's get someone else in here. So his heavies, definitely you don't want to get clipped by that. So Human Torch, Punisher 2099 is effective. Thing is very effective, but I think the fight takes way too long. So let me just bring Human Torch back into it to finish this guy off. And we'll get into the final rotation. There we go. And he should be in the bin after this last hit. There you go. So MANGOG is done. So definitely Human Torch. I know Hyperion is going to be good against him because he has that Incinerate, and he does take a lot of Incinerate damage. We know we could do it with Thing. You're going to be able to do it with probably... So we keep getting this. If we could do this all night and get these rewards, I don't think it works that way, but it would be nice. So that is definitely a glitch. As you could see, 7 out of 7 remaining entry sets in 24 hours. But it should have a lock on it, and it doesn't. So I guess that's just to test out champions, and that's exactly what we're doing. Let's go and see what we have right now. So we have T5 basics, 35,000. I'm going to test the gameplay one more time tonight after this video and see if that goes up. If it goes up, I'll be playing all night to get tons of those rewards. Kebab might take them all back. I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's actually just gameplay and it says we get the reward, but we're not getting it. I'm not quite sure. And let's look at where these crystals are right now. Let's just open up this crystal from the event. We got 6 to open here, see what we got. And then we're just going to kill off the rest of these crystals here now. We have a 5-star Awakening gem, and we have a 2%. So let's open up the 5-star. And who did I say I wanted again? I wanted Cosmic Ghost Rider. Let's just take a quick look at the roster. 5 stars. Okay, everyone is awakened. That's the beautiful thing. Everyone is awakened, but Cosmic Ghost Rider. So he's the one I really want. So we need a Cosmic Awakening gem. I had one and I used it on Silver Surfer. I don't regret it. He's absolutely fantastic. We have a couple 6 stars in there. We're not looking for that. We're looking for 5 stars. So technically, it's Silver Surfer is, well, that is the only champion I really need awakened. Is to be quite honest, it's Cosmic Ghost Rider. So we're looking for Cosmic. Okay, check this out. Cosmic. So we got Cosmic on both sides. We got Science. I don't think I have anybody in stands that I need to awaken or want to awaken as a 5-star. And let's look at the 2% crystals. We got 6 of them. There's a little bit of a lag right here now. The connection is just very slow. I mean, I tapped on that a couple times, still no action, and eventually it just pops. So we got, that is nowhere close to where I need to be anyway with those crystals, so we're gonna need a ton of those. But if those rewards are given it to us every day, that is gonna be pretty good. And here we go. This is what we have. And so guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was the opening. That was the video on the different tier 10 or God tier. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Hit the notification bell so you get follow-up videos on things to come. As you can see, all the caskets have been opened. And don't forget again to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. And that is Odin's Gauntlet God tier. Work less, play more, enjoy life. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.